actually Virginia tomorrow for Splat for Hope. Yeah, I mean, I am in fact a kid and a squid, so
yes.
I love me love me the Splatty tune, and
yes,
we're gonna be splatting it up in the VA for sure, just below the Mason-Dixon line, and all proceeds going to charity.
I think isn't Virginia Mason-Dixon lines between Philly and Pennsylvania and Maryland, isn't it?
More or less, yeah. Like there's
so,
some
like,
variation, but yeah.
It's like Virginia is like, I mean, it's not capital T capital S the South, but it's the South.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the capital of the Confederacy was Richmond, but
that's true.
Yeah. No word as to whether or not the second place finishers for Splat for Hope will get statues made for them. But regardless,
ooh, participation trophies.
Either way, we got juice and bad things going on. Why do bad things happen to good people? Very, very good play since he has come back. The results have not really shown in the table necessarily, but steady improvement. And the question is, though, is this...
I love that rising up there.
The question is, though, is this him improving as a player or him really going in hard in the paint with Cloud? Guess we'll answer that with...
I think it can be both.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly can be. The question is it? And that's a rhetorical question more than anything else, though. And Juice right now is having a hard time getting in, being spaced out beautifully.
He's been hit by a couple of these rising up air. Like up air, I think as a move with a hitbox, I think Cloud's up air might be the best move in the game. Just in terms of it does pretty much everything.
I mean, what can you do against it?
Exactly. Exactly. So, ooh, that was a nice. He just threw that down air out.
Like even if you have a disjoint, you're probably getting tagged on the cross/connects.
Yeah.
And that's how Bad Things takes the first stock of this best of 3 clip. Again, a winner's final spot against Spiro is at stake here. So we could see a Cloud Ditto in the winter final. Excuse me.
That was a really, really good recovery. He did everything that Cloud is able to do to delay that, and then eventually force Juice's hand, and was able to find the preferable angle back to the ledge.
And Limit getting charged up for Bad Things. He's gonna have to use it here.
Yeah, but again,
and the climb hazard does catch him.
He delays it so much that Juice is like, okay, when's he coming in? I'm gonna go now, and he gets wrong.
Yeah, well, eventually the stock is taken by Juice, so he evens it up, but slight advantage in terms of damage to Bad Things, although that is
air dodged. He air dodged. He might be dead.
Oh yeah, and Juice, man, he reads those so beautifully. You got to come in. With some stronger stuff than that if you're driving into Juice's lane and up air, back
he
air
dodged.
Oh, the back airs!
He air dodged once and lost the game.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That completely.
That's crazy.
That derailed his momentum.
That's for me. Okay, for me as a bad player, that's just wild. That's just wild that he air dodged once and lost.
Hey, I'm a bad player too. I think that was very evident early on in the stream, but nonetheless, you didn't have to agree that quickly. But nonetheless, we do have a game 3. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we have a game 2 coming up. Man, it did feel like that went on for a little longer than usual, but not that long.
Yeah.
Indeed, it is Juice going up 1-0 as we go to FD for game number 2. And Bad Things, he knows he's struggled against Clouds at this particular location, Clam Hat.
Yeah, and for Clouds have really the only character that's really been able to give Juice. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, there it is.
Never mind. I was just gonna say, oh, this is the one character that's given Juice a problem. Psych.
This is not the same Juice of 3 or 4 months ago. This is a creature evolved. This is a potential PGR player that we are talking about, Clam Hat.
Oh yeah.
And right now, Juice sensing blood in the water. Right now, having a devil of a time approaching, but the grab with the tether and off the top, potentially not quite.
He could have gone for up B there, but I like it. I like that he didn't, because it's kind of an ambiguous situation. It's one where he's not really sure where he needs to go and what Zach can do to get out of it.
The cross slash does even it up at 1 stock apiece, and now we have. I mean, spacing himself out with the Zairs, and that makes sense. You know what? You're having trouble approaching with a disjoint. Throw out one of your own, but again, very punishable. Bad Things knows this, so maybe keeping his distance a little bit, letting Juice try to give Juice a little bit of rope and let him hang himself. I do like the strategy.
Ooh, I love that forward air. Oh, and the turnaround back air, that was so slick.
And now he has a limit break, so this is a dangerous situation for the Philly #1. Bad things. He's looking for it, but he doesn't. Oh, but the back air is going to connect, and Juice takes the set 2-0. And that was a dangerous situation for him to put himself in, but at the same time, bad things certainly happening to bad things there, and the #1 survives to take on the #3 in Philadelphia in Spiro.